Hello and welcome everybody out there in Twitch and D&D land to the newest session of the new Embrace campaign. Now, before we jump right into the action, as per usual, we have a few short announcements to make. First of which... Oh wait, I didn't push my button. Button. The first announcement we have to make is our Patreon has been completely uplifted. It had a makeover. So if you do want to jump over and join our fun little community, hang out with us in our chats, play games with us, as well as vote on some community projects that are coming in the near future, all you have to do is join our Patreon in order to do that. We have a comic series that is going to be beginning next month, and by beginning, the first chapter is going to be getting done next month, and the party and everybody in the community gets to vote on exactly whose perspective it comes from. I know somebody in the chat right now is really adamant about hedging the vote towards Hedge, and everybody else seems really on par with Luna. Oh, I am so sorry, dude. How'd your face get down there? Because Chase turned his off. God damn it, Chase.
Oh, did I? Sorry. Because I should be on.
No, 1 second. Gabe, turn your camera off. Turn it back on. Oh, god damn it. I didn't even notice that. My bad. There we go. Good, Chase. Anyways. That should just about cover us with all of that. So, time for me to give the recap, everybody. Where last we left off, the party was alone inside of a solitary house, a confined area in order to keep them safe from a group of individuals that seemed to be seeking after them and trying to kill one of the party members in particular. Now, although the party did have a distinct impression that they were after N, after a nice little conversation with a halfling, older gentleman, you realize that it may have something to do with N or Gabriel, as well. Gabriel kind of dropped the bombshell that he murdered one of the council members' sons, who was also somebody who participated in slave work and other, well, vile tactics like that in their day-to-day lives. Of course, nobody would ever believe that, considering how perfect and prime this individual is. However, everybody who realizes nobody's perfect in the world kind of would know that was bullshitting it the whole time. But with all of that aspects being given to you, the halfling gave you all a choice, a simple option. He could set up a trap to try to catch the individual chasing after you, giving you all a little bit of time and respite in order to get rid of them. But in order to do that, they need somebody to at least look like Gabriel to see if they will take the bait. Somebody who could survive being attacked out of nowhere from this individual, surprisingly. So clearly not N. Kothar volunteered since he wants to get closer to these individuals, finding out that they belong to a very particular organization called the Darkened Society. One that the party has heard about in the recent history, and one that Kothar feels and thinks has something to do with why some of his siblings are dead. So Kothar left, and in order to give you all a level of protection, he called in a favor, somebody who's been working alongside them, and somebody who could work with all of you, and he works very cheap. You just have to help him not be socially awkward. Sounds cheap, at least. Where the party met north, a large orcish... half-orc? Half-orc individual, looming in nature with an almost indecipherable accent that is not exactly charming, but pleasant to hang out with and listen to. This individual slowly met everybody, took a little while for N to get back to consciousness after ramming their head against the wall numerous times. However, you did get there. Now, later into the evening, when N and Solaris are having a conversation with each other, when N and Rowan are having a conversation with each other, N tries dropping every hint possible to kind of insinuate, I needs to get some. And Rowan interpreted it as, oh, we need pudding. So, after a short conversation where N went into Solaris' room to have a private conversation as well, the party came back and started, or what was it? It wasn't peanut butter. What was it?
Molasses.
Whipped
No.
cream.
Whipped cream flavored molasses.
Yeah. Rowan interpreted that you needed molasses, or not molasses, whipped cream. You know, how could you ever mistake those situations? However, as soon as the two of them were playing at the moment of will they, won't they, the door gets slammed open with Rowan coming in with a jar of molasses saying, hey, this you can make taste like whipped cream, right, Solaris? And the rest of the party came in to ruin the moment as best as they could. Ignorantly ruin the moment as best as they could. None of them intentionally cock-blocking either of you. I apologize. However, the following day, the halfling came back and told Juar that Kothar is currently missing. Apparently, he took after the would-be assassin once the failed attempt happened, but he was not able to grab onto them. He currently has agents out there trying to track him down, but they feel like the assassin is going to be probably making a mistake as he has a giant fuck-off dragonborn chasing him down to the ends of the world, who just happens to be a champion of a god. So, the party realizes that they made some promises and they have a couple of responsibilities left to do inside of the city. Solaris and N had to go over towards the academy, a large school of practitioners of magic and other various hobbies that they may enjoy. Sorry. Chase decided he was going to hang back a little bit to keep an eye on everything that is transpiring, see if he can follow anybody who might be following after the party or trying to kill them. And Rowan decided that she did not understand what shingles were, so volunteered to help out with the construction of a roof inside of the local neighborhood. Being able to spend time with her very favorite Goliath, stripper slash carpenter slash shingle layer slash rogue. He's a man of many skills. So, everybody else showed up at the academy. Solaris was whisked away by his very close friend, the very charming professor of illusions in particular, and you were dropped off into the classroom with your would-be guards, Nolth and Gabriel. Since Nolth was charged with protecting Gabriel no matter what, Solaris was left all by himself. Now, students came and gone inside of the room as best as they possibly could. However, at one interval, Gabriel starts picking up that these students are kind of acting a little shady. A couple of them seem to be watching, and he catches a few glimpses of words behind his back that are, well, very offensive to somebody who is not an elf. And then he heard two large thumps, where he was one of them. Nolth heard these thumps, where he was able to pursue after three individuals that were trying to steal N and Gabriel. These individuals seemed to be trying to drag them, and were very surprised that Nolth was not that easy to knock out. I don't know why they were surprised. He's a fucking half-orc. But anyways, you all managed to try to save them, but in the last-ditch effort of what is transpiring, Wyatt donated to have a certain individual appear before the party, a professor here at the academy, one who teaches the history of Arcanum and this world and relics, the legendary, famous, and world's greatest architect of all time, self-proclaimed, Nathan Gale, where he managed to help save the party after a few little fights that ensued, little confusions as to what the hell's going on, and the party managed to kill a couple of these would-be assailants against them. However, a couple more escaped. Chase, you followed the group of individuals into the building, talking with a couple of the guards and moving with them into the facility themselves. Unfortunately, you picked up on too late that it's a trap, and everything went black, being able to do nothing but drop this warning stone, the thing that is supposed to call help to those that are you've paid very handsomely to protect all of you. So, you were unconscious, and when you woke back up, you were chained and blindfolded in a room, or not blindfolded, chained in a pitch black room with no visible lights. As you look from left to right, and you see Solaris is also chained near you. The two of you talked for a moment, and Solaris expressed that the professor, who he was seated with, was, well, caught off guard alongside him as they were being attacked. However, this professor is not in here currently. You attempted to cast magic, and it backfired, recoiling a jolt of electricity that stunned you momentarily, but sparked a little bit of light in the room. However, neither of you have been able to see anything inside of here as you've been gazing around. And Nolth and Gabriel went charging after Solaris, thanks to Gale telling them where they could be. And when they got to the location, they see inside of this large planetarium. Wait, is that the... No, planetariums is planets.
Like a greenhouse.
Greenhouse, thank you. Inside of the large greenhouse, there appeared to have been an intense struggle. And as they turn around, they see a gigantic goat running headfirst towards them, as well as a familiar Goliath and halfling running on the, or sitting on the Goliath's shoulder. And this is where we're picking up, with everybody else in the hallway currently, looking inside of the greenhouse.
All right, so we
Do we see anything, like, any obvious clues?
You're really quiet.
Oh, am I really quiet?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yes, much.
Mhm.
There we go. Okay.
But what were you asking?
Anything obvious, like, because the eyes, like,
The
signs
struggle.
of struggle. Yeah,
Yes.
the signs of the struggle.
Yes, that is very obvious. There are things thrown around. Plants look like they've been burned, charred. There's a little hazy gas inside of here. It looks like a struggle happened.
we need to find the Kinsworth, because like I swear to you, if he's in on it, okay. Rowan, can you track anything about what's going on in here?
Oh wait, that's goat. Wait, was that goat? That was sheep. Goats sound like sheep. Why not?
How can you tell the difference?
I don't fucking know. I don't work on a barn. I play D&D. Sure. Let me look up the stats of a giant goat. Giant goat. Perception. Rowan.
And why is she against the giant goat again?
Because that was her go-to when she had to move fast.
Ah.
Yes. Oh god, that's been all day. The goat starts walking around as best as it can, traversing through here and trying to glimpse anything. Chews on a few of the plants questioningly, but doesn't seem to really register anything in particular.
Classic one.
Does anyone else have any sort of like tracking or like I don't know. This is definitely not what I'm good at.
I roll survival to try to see if I can find anything?
Survival is tracking. If you're looking for something, it is investigation.
I'm gonna try track if I see any footprints, like any obvious, like, bloody footprints, anything like that. If it's out, I guess that's first investigation, see if we can find anything, I guess.
Sure.
I'm just on
Well,
Cable's in guard, looking for any trouble.
Alrighty. Nolth, you start looking through the area, stepping through some of the plants, and, well, the halfling goes, alright, everyone, inside. Starts ushering you all in and closes the door shut. Nathan looks around and goes, I don't understand what's happening. This is very confusing.
You're not the only one.
Okay. Why is there a goat in the building?
That's our druid.
that's true.
That explains it. Okay. Why is your druid in the building?
That's a good question.
She does what she wants.
That's a good answer. But I wonder why she came back. I wonder if she got spooked too.
Rowan will maintain her fortified goat form for the time being. Free hit points. Don't get rid of it if you can. However, all of you have been ushered inside of here, and the halfling has to look around and goes, "Alright, so what exactly fucking happened?"
We were attacked.
Your students attacked us.
Who did?
It looked like some kind of students. It kind of looked like
Students.
That's what it looked like. It could be disguise though. It probably was a disguise.
No, they looked real young though. I think it's so okay. There's a cult that is operating out of the academy, trying to bring elves back to their glory days. And being raised by a family of high elves, I can tell you, let's not let that happen. I love them, but let's not let that happen.
God, that would mean 20-hour work weeks.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So,
Or work days, sorry.
yeah. Yeah. So yeah, and so that's why we're here, is to kind of like figure that out, right? And so it probably was students, because it's like a student-led thing. Well, there's a professor who's in on it. We just don't know who that is. I don't remember who that is.
There's a professor who's in on it, and you let your friend walk away with a random professor you don't know.
This is the professor who asked us to come and help.
I would like your help. Can you follow me down to this alleyway, please?
I am admittedly not the smartest person. Okay, that's not. I've already
Has
admitted
nothing
that.
to do with smarts. Street smarts.
Again.
That'd be more of a wisdom thing.
Looks over at you, Chase. How much are you paying me again?
Chase isn't in here though. He's in the.
Oh, yeah.
bars.
He just shakes his head and goes, I know I'm not getting paid enough for this shit. Alright. So, we don't only have a group of deadly assassins chasing after one of you. We have a cultist group that is chasing after you.
Uh-huh. Accurate.
We have a random guy who's kind of standing like he wants to be posed for a statue. Looks over at Nathan Gale, who's literally just standing there with his hands on his hips, looking contemplative up towards the ceiling.
He's been very helpful.
Paid me for protection. Still have protection. 2 of yours are missing. Can anybody here detect magic?
That was
No.
that's one of our friends that's gone.
They took one. That's the one they took.
Great. Alright. So we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Everybody, take a corner, scan. Look around. The Morning Stone was dropped. It has to be here somewhere. Or somewhere. I don't fucking know. Maybe it's here. I don't know.
Okay.
So everybody roll investigation, unless you already rolled investigation.
I already rolled.
Do.
One. We have one.
We have one competent party member! Yay!
Thank God for Gabriel. As you're all looking around, trying to find anything that could be pointing you in the proper direction, anything that can help save and find your allies. Gabriel, You do find the stone itself. It was over closer towards the door. It seems to have been like slyly dropped out of the pocket and pushed a little further away to hide it, knocking over a plant. Chase, can you roll me a sleight of hand, please?
Sure. Right, and all right, here we go.
Did you roll it? I don't see it yet.
It didn't show up.
Not for me. Double tap. Hit again.
Did it show up that time? It was a 20.
Yep. We have to go with the first one. It's the way this thing's working right now. When you double tap it, it works. Ah. But 10. Yeah. You look over at a potted plant that was knocked over kind of close to where that stone is. And you see written inside of the dirt is a G. And it looks like a fingerprint went over to write something else but got drug away from the location.
Gabe grabs the stone and pushes it into the chest of whoever was asking for it. What was his name again? The halfling's chest. Here you go.
Thanks. Did you find anything else useful?
No.
Do you want to roll a deception check?
Me?
Yeah. Did you not hear what I illustrated for you?
Oh, I thought only Chase saw that. You had Chase.
Chase
Okay.
did the sleight of hand. You found a clue that was the sleight of hand.
Yes. Also, this and Gable points out to what he saw.
A G. G. Anybody know any people whose names start with G?
Look towards Gabriel.
You mean
Gabe?
professors?
Nathan looks over at you. No. G is the least common name across individuals who work here. Other than myself, I'm Nathan Gale.
Right, but what else starts with G?
Gregarious.
What
Gavenport.
do you think, Gabriel?
Guillotine.
Go for one of those right now.
I have no idea.
Wait, so like his like wheels are just like going like so we got students, a professor, and Chase will be trying to tell us who took him. No professors are named G. We know what the students would look like and been wearing. What else could G mean?
How did
I
he
know.
get into the building? I mean,
You'd have to get past the
uh,
guard.
I think we got
The
on
super
something.
guard.
so you're saying Chase was trying to tell us guards?
That would make sense.
How?
Pretty simple. You have to
What
guard the
about-
traitor.
Oh, well, fuck. I just paid off a couple of them to let us inside.
That is not a sterling review of their character. I think
Everyone
I know,
can be bought, alright?
So pretty much what happened is you paid them to let us in so that they could kidnap us.
No, I paid them to let us in so we could find where the stone went and help you out.
Ah, I see. Okay, I'm tracking. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but I'm tracking.
So if a guard did this, or multiple guards maybe,
Then it's like the whole academy.
so that means we can't trust anyone in the academy. Excuse me. First off, I don't know anything about what you're talking about. But not everybody at this academy can be that terrible. I mean, I work here. And you've all heard about me.
You've been very helpful.
That is my life story. Now, Gabriel, during this time, you're still filtering through because you are the only one who rolled remotely high. You've made it towards the center of this botanical garden. That's what it is. That's what I was trying to say before. Cool. You make it about halfway in, and you notice that there's 3 benches positioned around themselves. One bench has a couple of char marks against it, and when you move your hand closer, the hairs on your arm kind of stiffen instantly. And another one seems to have a book lying underneath it.
I do divine sense to make sure there's nothing undead or unholy going on.
The book does radiate with necromancy.
Over here, there's some strange markings and a book with necromantic properties.
Is it Solaris's?
You get over, and it is a book on specific foods that can be evaluated, the best flavors in town, and, well, a very lovely looking script attached to it. It's the same cookbook that Solaris is always reading whenever you walk by.
Well, Solaris was here. And
Yes, Nolth?
I've been muted. God.
Yes. Yes. If I don't ignore players, I speak over them, but I don't ignore them.
So I was saying I was doing a caveman tracking, like just looking around, looking at things, looking at that.
Sniffing won't help you very much. Prestidigitation means there's no fragrance. Super bleach, it's a hell of a drug. But anyways.
Just like tracking, see if I can find any tracks or anything.
Okay. So you look around the location and you see imprinted foot marks behind this bench where the soil kind of begins. But it almost looks like the feet kicked outwards against it and pushed against the soil, as if somebody was trying to move away from that location. The char mark across the way on the other bench seems to resemble some type of magic being shot directly, and based off of the angle, it would have been shot from behind whoever was seated at your bench with the footmarks towards the other direction as well. Now, you also notice a few of the plants seem to have little bits of frost attached to the tips of them, which would also suggest some type of magic was utilized, and there was a mage-like battle that happened in here. And the markings seem to lead over further through the garden itself, where there is a separate room that you all now notice.
Gabe starts tracking them, and
Hey guys, room.
Yeah, this way. Gabe makes sure and stays close by as he pulls the sword and slowly moves toward the room, keeping his eyes out.
And has kind of Sacred Flame on backup just in case anyone.
So
Here is at the ready.
you all move closer and closer, inching towards the door, waiting patiently. Who's going to open the door?
Not in.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Gabe, holding his sword, looks over the door for any traps or anything.
Roll an investigation.
Investigation.
You don't sense any traps. You don't see any, but
And he puts his ear up next to the door.
you hear vibration.
And making sure N isn't directly in front of the door, he will.
In is like 20 feet back.
Okay.
Only 20. Okay.
He will carefully. Thank you. Open the door.
All right.
You
grab the
standing right
handle.
beside you, Gabe. Just so you know.
Twist, and you all listen to it as an explosion erupts from the door. All of you that were not 20 feet away from the door, I need dex saves.
Yep, that was me. I'm standing right next to him.
I was 20 feet away.
No, you weren't. You opened it. So yeah, I'll put it at just the two of you. Gabriel, you failed. Nolf, you are successful. As the door opens, you hear a fine release of energy, and the door is blasted towards the both of you. Gabriel, it slams directly into you, rocketing you backwards about 20 feet or so. Nolf, you barely get clipped by it, but you go spinning off to the side, landing over about 10 feet away. You both suffer 13 points of force damage.
Shit.
However, Gabriel, you are now considered deafened. As there is now a very high-pitched vibration in your ears.
Gable shakes his head and stands up, looking toward the door for anything else.
You all look inside.
Well, I guess it was trapped.
He yells at the top of his lungs. You all look inside, and inside of this room appears to be some type of study for an individual. There is a desk in here, but it's not one of those ornate desks that are meant for broadcasting somebody's purpose or position. It's a beautiful desk that is meant for somebody to have much room to do paperwork or experimentations on. The books shelves are lined with all manners of different scripts and rites within the location, and there are hanging plants inside of here, some of which seem to be consistently coiling and moving, and others of which look to be still and trap-like.
Looking in to make sure she wasn't injured, he moves toward the door. They weren't injured. He moves toward the door again quickly, looking around again for any traps or any indications of danger.
You look around, and well, other than the plants that are moving and that look trap-like, nothing that's easily discerned. However, we're going to go transition over to Solaris and Chase. Solaris, I know you were not here for the end of last week's session. You heard the intro though, so you're caught up.
Yes.
More or less what transpired. Just as you told them, there was a struggle that happened. You and God, what the fuck was his name?
Hensworth?
Was it Hemsworth?
Hensworth?
Hensworth. Okay.
Oh, Hens. Oh.
Yeah. You and Hensworth were having a philosophical conversation about the state of the school and how he does fear that there may be some foul play transpiring here, despite some of the faculty members' best efforts to keep the goals of the academy to be as indecadent of what the high standing of Southern Fion should be. You know, learn more, prosper, but remember to respect other people's for what they do and what they can gain. During that, however, you did have somebody sneak behind you and try to fire off a lightning bolt, which luckily you dodged out of the way of, but you fell underneath your bench and you tried crawling away quickly, but you saw that Hensworth was struck by this, and then there was a battle that ensued between a masked individual who looked like a drow, you and him. However, you were knocked out very quickly. And when you came to, you were chained to a wall here with Chase. And if you try casting spells, as you have found out, it hurts a lot and the spell fails. Mage shackles are something that the Academy has on hand at all times. However, the two of you are chained maybe 10 feet apart from each other. I would like a perception check from both of you, please.
Right. Oops. That's what I
Hey,
get
double
for
tap works. Solaris. You hear the humming and vibrations of magic, and you even hear a small explosion happen, not terribly far away from you. You're not really sure what direction or where it's echoing from, but you definitely did hear it. And then you heard a very familiar voice shouting, "Well, I guess it was trapped!" But it seemed very far away and distant from you.
Do I know about how far?
On a 20, that's all the details you have. It's far, but it echoed towards you.
Chase, are you alright?
Yeah, except for the pain I got when I tried to cast the spell. I'm doing fine. And yourself?
A little sore, but alright. I think I heard our comrades not too far away. I don't know where they are, though.
Were they saying something, or were...
Well, I heard a small explosion and the words, "It was trapped."
That does sound like your party.
Clever, competent people got, like, captured.
I don't want you to get hurt. I'm gonna try yelling out. If anyone comes in, pretend you're out. And I'll take the thing.
You're really quiet again, Chase.
Oh, am I? Okay.
Yeah.
I will say that one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want you to get hurt. So I'm gonna scream out. If anyone comes in, just pretend that you're out, and I will take the pain. And
You're sure?
Chase yells out really loud, "In here! In here!"
All right. Give me a performance check, Chase. "12. You shout and shout as much as you can. However, you don't hear anybody approaching, or anything really. Now, while the two of you are doing that, back to the others. Do you walk into the room?
Yeah, Gabe starts moving toward the room and then looks to the Nelthal. You can actually hear Maybe you should go first.
And just to clarify, you're stage screaming, right? Because you're deaf.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna nod.
I assume you don't want me actually screaming.
And it'll just
That's
be
a
like
stage scream. It's where you announce it so you don't have to.
and just like
I think we should. Fuck it. If they heard us already, fuck it. We should just go. There's no point to being quiet. I'll go. Got the shield and the spear at the ready. Forward.
as Zin's walking around, they're casting message to Chase and Solaris just alternately.
Yep. I will let you know if anything happens.
Okay.
So, you all walk inside the room, and cringe check, it is moist as hell in here. It is so incredibly humid and disgusting from all of the plants that are littered around, and the heat, you're surprised is this hot because of all of the books. That seems like a terrible idea.
I like this place. Feels like home.
Now you all walk inside. You begin looking around. Who is going to do what?
Gabe is looking around for any traps, or is there another door or anything?
Roll me investigation.
It'll assist.
Alrighty, Gabriel, you have advantage.
Thanks, Ann.
So you start moving through here, and you really need N to like tap you and point at things directly, which obviously helps you out tremendously. Being somebody who's more visually pleased by what is happening around you. You start checking a few of the plants, and you notice some of them start coiling slowly towards you, so you probably think it's best to take a few steps back away from them. You start moving over towards the bookshelves, and apparently this is an herbalist professor's location. Their personal little quarters to do research and experimentations. However, their desk is littered with different plants that can be utilized for poisons, toxins, and other like effects. As you are looking through, Gabriel, you find 3 vials of various poisons. Would you like to roll a d10 for me? Okay. You find 3 various poisons. Now, they are written in Elven script, which I believe you read, correct?
Yes.
So, it is written down the 3 different aspects that these poisons have, and each one is about a singular dose. One is called the Burning Tree toxin. Or not toxin, the Burning Tree poison. If it is injected into somebody's blood, so stab them with it, pierce them with it, it will cause a burning sensation to happen throughout their body that can raise their body temperature so high that it may actually fry their brain within a couple of hours of it being inside of them. I hope you're writing these down. The second one is a vile toxin. Apparently it's an experimentation that they have. It's almost unnoticeable if it is applied to any other food or drink that have any bitter flavor associated with them. It doesn't work inside sweets, unfortunately. It's very easily discerned. However, about 2 hours after they drink it, the individual will start feeling very sickly, very ill. A day after that, they will be stuck in bed for a very long rest as if they have a flu. And if they are allowed to go to sleep that evening, they will, well, die. It is a deadly toxin. Ingestion only. And the third one is called the hibiscus plant. apparently they've concentrated some special ointment inside of hibiscus that, if it is applied to the bloodstream, simulates a very intense toxin that can cause the individual to abruptly fall asleep. However, the one downside to it is it does pass through the body very quickly, and if somebody's adrenaline is peaked inside of them, it will move and burn up very, very quickly as well.
Hold them carefully. I hand them out to Ian. And these might come in handy, and Gabe explains what they say.
Well, Ian speaks Elvish, so...
He's still talking. He can't hear you.
And blah 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 blah. Okay.
Yeah,
Ian will message.
I know. Oh yeah, that still works.
Yeah. I got you. And we'll toss the burning tree one to Nothel to put on a weapon.
You toss it to Noth. Noth, give me a sleight of hand check. Or no, deck save. Sorry.
Toss was figurative.
A little late on that one. You throw it and it shatters against him.
Oh, can we wipe it up with the weapon and still work?
You can certainly try. Noel, do you want to try scraping a weapon against your bare chest covered in this very toxic ointment?
No, Sherry.
Gabe,
I'm going to think against that, if I please.
Gabe,
I'm going to find a nice big leaf.
Like I said, the confident party members are the ones I got kidnapped.
Hey!
Yes,
Gabe reaches over and gingerly plucks the 2 vials out of Ian's hand.
Sorry.
Okay, maybe I'll hold on to those.
Actually, Rowan will drop her goat form and cast Shape Water to move the vial and toxins into a little bubble and goes, does anybody have an extra vial? Shit, where's Solaris when you need him?
We got a water skin, we can put it in that.
Sure. Empty your water out first. You don't want to accidentally drink it. Okay.
Meanwhile,
luckily, Shape Water saves it.
Gabe tries to cast 1 point of Leon Hand himself to try to give her the deafness.
All right. You don't feel any different, but you do heal a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So, during this time, you all hear footsteps walking in behind you. Excuse me. One of the armor-cladded Eldritch Knights look over at you. What are you all doing in here?
I'm gonna use friends.
Okay.
Gabe notices everyone react and twists it toward the person and swing his sword.
What's your passive? Okay, yeah, you would notice. You don't have a neg. You're good.
Staying on guard.
So you're casting friends then.
Mm-hmm.
The guard pulls out his rapier, which is resonating with a very high frequency, looking at you all. What are you all doing in here?
Gabe is making sure he's between Ian and the guard.
Wait, my good sir. But I'm gonna explain everything. We're in here looking for a friend. We think got kidnapped.
And we just need a few minutes.
Look, if you want to stay, you can stay with us. We ain't gonna do anything. You can watch.
Noth.
Yeah?
As you are talking, the individual disappears from sight. And you immediately feel 2 quick slashes through your back aggressively. Both of them hit you. You suffer 13 points of slashing damage. And then they are going to action surge and attack you again. That is going to be a 19 to hit. That is going to be a 14 to hit, which I believe misses. Okay. And they unleash the next 2 attacks, cutting and grazing through and slashing. The other hit does hit, and you take 9 points of slashing damage. I now need you all to roll initiative for me.
I'm gonna kill the motherfucker. I'm going to kill him. I try to be nice. No one wants to be nice.
Friends didn't do anything?
Friends does not charm them. It gives you advantage on your charisma check only. Yeah. But yes, everybody. Initiative! Woo, woo, woo!
Try power my token is. Oh, there it is.
Let's get this party started. Oh, not that much. Not that much. See their initiative. Okay.
Don't forget for Rowan.
Yes, Rowan. Rowan. Perfect. So, the individual appears behind Null, slashing and gashing into him quickly before twisting around to his front side, holding his rapier sideways and getting ready to lunge and thrust for another strike. Gabriel, you, with your waiting circumstance, charge towards him. Go ahead.
Is he visible at this point?
Yeah, he's visible. He disappeared from sight and then reappeared.
Oh, okay. Gabe, let's see, was that a bonus action? Gabe will attack him twice. And then cast Hunter's Mark on him, so...
Do you want to reverse that order?
I thought you had to do... Okay,
No, you can take your turn and mix-match your actions, bonus actions, however you want.
Bonus action, I will cast...
Hunter's Mark?
Hunter's Mark and then attack him.
As you cast Hunter's Mark, you watch as they twist their blade around towards you, angling it, and you feel your spell get suppressed by their magic.
Fuck. And Gabe will attack twice.
Go for it. 20 definitely hits. Move yourself where you want to be on the map.
Do we have a map?
Where you are on this map. Here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's get this to the screen.
For 5.
So, okay, who's the purple one?
This guy here?
Yeah.
That's the Eldritch Knight.
No, this guy.
This guy here, that's Nulf.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Yeah, he's looking hurt.
Okay, he'll try to get between Null and the Eldritch Knight and attack the Eldritch Knight.
Alright, your first attack slashes into them as they're trying to move around the attack and trying to deviate away from it. Second attack, go ahead. 19 is going to... miss.
19 misses? Ouch.
19 misses. You strike out against them, but they bring their rapier and shield over to deflect it off the side.
That's it?
Rowan! Oh shit, I'm Rowan. Pop out the character sheet. What can Rowan do? What can Rowan do? Rowan can do a lot. Oh no. That's scary. I'm kind of curious, the spells that Rowan has chosen. Do you think Rowan would moonbeam this sumbitch or hold person them? Party. Do you think Rowan would moonbeam or hold person?
Rowan would moonbeam.
Yeah, I'm leaning toward Moonbeam.
Alrighty. Rowan is going to moonbeam the sumbitch at 3rd level. Wait, where'd it go? There it is. God damn it. Damage. 2d10? Okay, so 3d10. As a beam of light and energy erupts around the Eldritch Knight, they have to make a con save. Ooh, they fail! That's cool. And they take their damage. And you all watch as the face underneath the mask shifts and contorts into a very straight and narrow-looking elven facade. That's why I was asking the party. I didn't want to metagame that. But anyways, that is a bonus action, right? No, that's an action to summon. Okay. Rowan will continue moving forward and putting themselves between N and the enemy. N, your turn.
All right. First thing I'm going to do is bonus action use Healing Light on Nolf.
How many lights?
2d6.
Noth, you heal for 4.
Woo! Like, that's a lot for me. It's not a lot for anyone else. And then... and then I'm gonna, let's see. Kind of move just a little bit to get a better angle on him and use Guiding Bolt.
Guide that bolt.
Guiding that bolt.
13. Don't have advantage yet. Misses.
Yep.
The bolt goes soaring towards them, but they manage to parry it off with their blade easily. All done?
Yep. That's everything.
Noth, your turn.
Hexblade cursing him.
Go for it. Yeah, he can only counter 1 spell a turn. What ability checks?
None.
No, you have to choose which ability check he has disadvantage on. Oh, this is Hexblade's curse. I apologize. I was thinking Hex.
Not Hex, yeah. Swinging twice with my packed weapon and my Hex weapon. It's both.
Go for it. Oh, yeah, that hits.
Is that okay? I'm gonna Eldritch Smite it too, adding to it to spin a spell slot.
+9?
Yeah.
That's not how math works.
Let's see if I can get it right. It's because it's charisma and a pack weapon, both my pack and my hexblade weapon.
5, 6, 7, 8, and you get a +1 from pack weapon.
Yep.
Okay, never mind. Holy shit. Cool. Yeah, 27 hits. Get your damage on.
Damage.
8. Woo.
Eldritch Smite.
Yep.
I can't. It should be a 3d8. Think I'm doing this right. Let's see. 3d8. Yep, there it is.
Yes, you did. Are you a great weapon fighter?
Great weapon fighter, no.
Okay, so only 11. Only.
11, and he's knocked prone.
Okay, so as he counters your spell, Gabriel, he gets assaulted by all of the other, probably bigger issues for him. And then suddenly...
Bigger than Gabriel?
Yeah, he countered your spell.
He counted my spell.
No, he countered Hunter's Mark.
Oh, +3 damage too. I forgot to add that because of the other thing.
Oh, and I missed. Never mind. Sorry. That was...
Yeah. He didn't counter yours. He just dodged it.
Hexblade Curse. I had 3 to the piercing damage.
It's already adding a 1 from your curse, so it's only 2 additional. Because you're only supposed to have a +1 to hit, and then you have a +3 to damage.
No, it's a gain bonus damage against a cursed target equal to your proficiency bonus.
Which is 3, and right now it's giving you +6, which is 1 greater than your maximum charisma score. Your weapon is not treated as a magical +1 weapon. It gives you +1 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's only an additional +2 to it. However, that leaves him hurt. And he
I'm
is
gonna hit him
prone.
again.
Go for it. You have advantage now. 19 just barely misses. You strike down towards him, and he barely is able to bring his shield over and deflect it off the side. Oops, sorry. That was me. All done?
I'm all done.
Okay. The Eldritch Knight's turn. Perfect. He disappears after parrying your weapon to the side and reappears behind you, and he's going to try to stab out. This time you're not caught off guard, however. Still, that is going to be a 19 to hit.
Yep, that matches my AC.
Okay. Oh,
He
wait.
doesn't like you.
Wait. He's in the cursed area from Moonbeam. When a creature enters the field for the first time on his turn or starts its turn there. That's ridiculous. Alright, so con save. Alright, he is successful. So... $10 more damage, or 5 damage against him. 2, 3. He is officially hurt. However, he steps aside and appears behind you and strikes you out, Nulth, for 12 points of slashing damage.
It is +3 damage. I didn't realized. I have to 6 from the packed weapon and the improved packed weapon. And Hexblade War. And Hex
I'll look
Warrior.
at it later, but I'm gonna
no
keep
problem.
with my math. 12 damage.
Yeah, okay. I'm knocked unconscious.
Alrighty. Then he pushes forward towards you, Gabriel.
Oh wait, no.
Yes.
Relentless endurance.
Relentless endurance. You're at 1.
I won.
However, he's going to attack you again. And that's a natural 1, so he misses. Cool. Action movement. He's looking rough after that. Yeah, he's going to use his second action surge, hitting you once, Nulth. That is a 26 to hit. Any amount of damage knocks you unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then pushes forward towards you, Gabriel, and attacks you once as well. That'll be a 17 to hit.
Didn't you just roll a 1? Or doing it twice?
He action surge, so he gets more attacks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 17 to hit.
Missed.
Okay. And that is the end of his turn. Gabriel. This guy is blindingly fast and seems to be making very quick work of your party. What would you like to do?
Let's see. What does this... I don't want to do that. Gable just growls and attacks him twice.
Go for it.
So that... Oh, yeah, he's got the high...
18 will hit. Or no, 18 misses. I apologize. 18 misses.
Get me all excited, why don't you?
8 also misses. You strike out towards him twice, missing on both accounts. Rowan.
Again, I guess he will cast... I don't know. I'll hold on to them. So,
Okay.
like I'm done.
Rowan's turn. Move the beam or help everybody else. Move the beam or help everybody else. Move the beam. The beam moves back over, scooping around Gabriel and landing on top of the knight once again. And then Rowan's going to run over to the side of the knight and is going to start helping Gabriel. En, your turn.
Witch bolt right at him. And I'm gonna use my game advantage.
Yeah. 21 hits. God, he didn't counter it. Okay.
Let me do it at second level.
You have to declare that before you attack with it, yeah.
There we go. It's for 8 lightning then.
8 lightning damage. Oof. However, it stays on him as long as he doesn't move out of 30 feet of you. Are you going to stay 30 feet away?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay within range.
Nolth, please give me a death save. Please mark that down. Eldritch Knight, top of his turn, is successful, so it takes half damage. 5 again. He is going to realize he's being shocked and shot at by En and being attacked by Rowan. He is going to disengage and start running for the back door, away from all of you. Gabriel, your turn.
I cast Hold Person on him.
Ooh, wisdom save, right?
Ooh, I just lost that screen, so Hold
Is
Person.
Hold Person a charm?
Action components.
I believe it's a charm.
Wisdom saving throw. We paralyze.
It's an enchantment.
Very fine difference between the two of them. No advantage. I think a 13 fails, right?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. What against what?
Your spell save DC, which you do not have written down there. Okay.
14.
14, so 13 fails. I thought it did maths. So he is now held in place as he lands over there.
And then I move up close to him. I've used my action, so that's all I can do.
You can catch up to him, no problem.
And I call back in, heal north.
Rowan is going to go over to North and heal him. Is that going to be Cure Wounds? God damn, everything's set up on this sheet like that. I hate that. Okay, whatever. Noth, you heal for 6. And Rowan starts walking back over toward the person. And your turn.
Are they still in range for Witch Bolt?
Oh no, they moved out of that. Yeah.
I'm done with him. I'm gonna cast it at second level. I'm gonna declare it right and
So
hit
you
him
have to
again.
move closer.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna hit him again with Witch Bolt.
Alright.
And I have advantage since he's held.
Yep, you have advantage. Dirty 20 just barely hits. It counts as a crit, so we double all damage dice. So roll an additional 2d12.
Or can I just hit? Or yeah, I'll just
Just hit the word Witch Bolt again, and I'll do it.
at
Second
second
level.
level.
Yep. It's 25 points of damage, right?
13.
And how do you want to do that?
5. Just have the electricity like skitter through the humidity on the floor and like wrap up his feet and like entrap him and wrap around him.
Alrighty, so as the individual is trying to move away, you whip your spell together, coalescing it, and with the unlimited power accessible to you, shock and electrocute this individual, letting the ripples of lightning coalesce through the armor, frying them from the inside before they collapse to the ground, dead.
And we can heal him, right?
You can certainly try. However, before you go to heal them, I know it's a little early, but how about we go ahead and take our break? We are back, everybody. Hello, everybody. We are back. Sorry about that short little delay that we had. As per usual, we do have our little sound off of things in case people are wanting to join our games. We have open slots, media, and Patreon. Though I have to delete open slots because, well, I don't have any right now. Technically, I have one bi-weekly game slot available, so there's that. So,
It's a rough life.
I know. I have to play D&D 7 days a week. It's so terrible.
Get paid for it.
Yeah, it's great. But everybody else. We move back over to Solaris and Chase. After game. The two of you watched as some hooded individual walks past you. They seem to pull back the hood a little bit, and as that happens, their outfit and appearance completely shift and change into that of an armed guard at this location. They walk down the hallway, and I would like a perception check from the two of you.
Oh, come on.
Double tap it if it's not rolling. Okay, 1521. Chase, you notice he kind of like walks down the hall and then moves to the right a little bit. Solaris, you start tracking him. He walks down the hall, turns right, takes 3 steps, turns left, takes 4 to 5 more steps, turns right, and then you hear the unlatching and locking of some type of door or component similar to it. And within that one brief moment, you get a message in your head. Solaris, are you there? Chase, Solaris, are you there? And before you can respond, you feel the connection is broken somehow.
Whose voice was it?
N.
All right. Okay.
God, cock blocked on the booty call. Damn. But anyways. You listen for a period of time, both of you. And eventually you hear what sounds like slashing and gore happening somewhere further away from you. And now that you realize the direction he walked in, it's emanating from in front of you, just pretty damn far away. You hear what sounds like lightning being struck around, which immediately causes you to revisit how you got down here in the first place, Solaris. And then you hear again a voice echoing over there is going, "I'm tired of this!" and slamming it again. And then everything goes quiet for a moment.
I think our friends are getting closer.
Well, that's good news.
I think we should try and get their attention again.
Okay, let's do it again. And like I said before, just if anyone comes in, you're out, and I'll take the pain.
All right.
And then Chase is gonna yell again in here,
Performance.
in here. That was performance.
Yep. Your voice only carries so far. It's kind of hard to fill your lungs properly when you're dangling like you are currently. But you're
Screw
trying.
it. I'll try it. Screw it.
Nice. Solaris, the most peaceful and quiet among the party. God damn it, you're making me raise my voice. But anyways, all of you upstairs, you've just slayed this masked individual, the hooded, branded individual that after the moonbeam struck them, you see the visage of their face shift and contort and change into something more elven in nature. Are you all doing anything?
Yeah, Gabe is going to making sure the person is dead. It's going to search the body and pull off any weapons
It'll
and
help.
whatnot.
Alright, so Gabe, make sure he's dead. Stab. That's
My
dead.
hands on my back.
It'll
There.
give Nulf a second level cure wound.
Alrighty.
Thank
So-
you.
I'm going to make Rowan roll a perception check since they're not doing anything. And anybody else not doing anything can also roll a perception check.
A good touch.
So Nulf. Oh. Never mind. I mean, you can roll.
I can beat it. Let's see.
Is Gabe's hearing still messed up?
Yeah, you're still deafened. You're making sure the body's dead and you're investigating. So roll your investigation. Ed
And
is
how-
helping you.
How long does that generally last so I know?
I'll let you know when it ends.
Okay.
You kind of just took a concussive grenade next to your head. It's going to be a rough circumstance to be able to get back from. However, there are ways back from it. Holy fuck, 17?
I forgot to add that higher level casting stone.
Oh no, that is the higher level, 7. 10 plus 7, higher level. So,
Good touch.
you feel a little better, still very hurt.
Better than what I was.
But anyways,
Thank you.
Gabriel, on a 17, you start filtering through this individual's pockets. You realize this individual, their armor's real, but the way it looks is false. It's much more high quality, high-end elven armor that it could take you a while to take off of them, but you imagine could be pretty damn pricey, and high quality as well. The rapier that they had resonates with some type of energy around it. However, taking that from them is as simple as yoink mine now. Upon a closer investigation, you do find a folded piece of parchment in their pocket. Though when you open it up, there's no words, there's nothing on it. It's just a folded piece of parchment. Additionally, you pull out an amulet that was tucked underneath the armor, underneath the shirt, and dangled all the way down close to their stomach, so it's very hard for you to fish all the way out from it. You kind of have to like lift their armor up and drag it slowly. And when you pull it out, it is a perfect branded circle. It is completely black on the exterior and then purple on the interior of it, leaving a gap in the very, very center and the very smallest of little holes. However, do you take the blade and the amulet and the parchment?
Yes, and I wave to Nothul to guard the door, doing all of it.
As you're listening to that, Rowan kind of perks up her head a little bit and goes, Solaris? I hear Solaris.
Where?
She starts moving throughout the room, makes it over to that centralized location where, like, she lowers her head down and looks up and goes, he's down beneath here.
Thunderclap. It worked before.
You thunderclap down on the center of the room? Okay, Rowan moves away before you do that, next to her
Of
head.
course.
Go ahead and roll your thunderclap damage. Solaris, Chase, a bunch of tiny bits of rubble start falling down on top of you.
Gable pops up and swings his sword around.
You
Who's
felt the
attacking?
vibrations.
I'm just gonna keep doing that until the hole comes appears.
Okay.
Damn
Slam
it
it again.
again.
Do it again.
Yep.
10 more. Again, more of it starts crumbling down, and even a few chunks are falling down on top of you, Solaris and Chase.
Chase yells out, down here.
Alrighty. And once you do this the third time, I need a dex save from you. Solaris and Chase, I need dex saves from you at disadvantage.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
They're only chained up.
Yeah.
Only.
I'm away from my computer for a moment. Can you do it for me?
I got you.
Oh,
That's fair. That's
Wednesday
fair.
night.
Hopefully you roll better than Chase.
To roll worse.
7. All three of you, the third slam against the ground, you watch as the stonework shifts and crumbles downwards. You see large glyphs that were attached and imbued into it are starting to shake and shatter as well. And as the rubble comes collapsing down, and you suffer 4 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall, and then from the
Handle
rubble...
4.
Huh?
Because I can handle 4.
And then the rubble happens.
Oh no.
Chase, Solaris, and N each suffer 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm knocked out.
And what the fuck are you doing? And
All of you look down as N has fallen about 20 feet into a hole, landing flat on the ground. The other two are covered with rocks that bash into their skulls and faces. They're bleeding through them aggressively, and N is just lying there on the floor, just completely
Ow!
no.
For Wednesday's sake.
I know I'm the new guy, but is this normal for y'all?
for N, yes. And Gable pulls out quickly, pulls out a
Okay.
rope.
Okay.
Oh, actually, she's passed on the ground.
They,
Yeah.
They are passed on the ground.
Yes.
I will. It's cool. It's a touch, isn't it?
Don't you have some medicine
It's touch.
healing kits?
Yeah, I don't have ranged. So get.
How far down is it?
The drop is about 20 feet.
I'll just Misty step down.
You appear down beside N. You have one action before I need death saves.
I will try to stabilize in.
Use a medicine check.
That's why I use the word try.
Are Chase and Solaris
Chained.
awake?
Oh yeah,
What?
they're awake. They're just chained up and looking like shit. Like they got the shit beat out of them. They must have been getting tortured down here. 17. N is stable.
Yeah, Gable watching, make sure the ground's stable, gets a rope, ties around something, and rappels down.
All right. Rowan climbs down with you as well, and the halfling and the Goliath are just sitting there going, "Oh fuck, this is a lot. Oh, this is a lot. They're destroying the academy. No, they're actually destroying the academy. Yeah, I know. Fuck. We're
This
gonna watch the door." And they go over to the door.
Great idea!
Oh, and the halfling looks down at you, Chase, and goes, "I need more money for this shit next time," and just keeps walking.
Is Rowan in human form or a beast?
Rowan is still human. Rowan is going to heal N up a little bit, since Rowan is quite possibly the only one who can do that.
And I think Anne looks like a now dirty Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, I still look like Marilyn Monroe.
Yes, you do. Hey, that's much better. 11, N. You're almost at full.
I'm halfway there.
So Rowan climbs down slowly and places her hand on you, and you start breathing again.
Gabe sees and wakes up and he goes over to look around for Alpha Danger to release the other two.
Roll
I
a
found them.
perception check.
I found them.
Solaris, you're only mildly concussed. You'll be fine. Jesus. You know, for
Wow.
everyone else who rolls poorly, Gabe, just, just don't use the paladin in combat. You'll be fine. 18. You start looking around this area, and it seems to be some type of caged-in but poorly crafted area. The chains attached to Chase and attached to Solaris are emanating with an amount of magical pulsation and restriction. The same way many magic items resize, these ones size to squeeze as tightly as they can into the wrist without killing the individual from snapping the wrist off or breaking anything. You look around a few ticks of a few seconds, and you notice that there is a table maybe 60 feet in front of you that has an assortment of items against it.
I mean, I can try to break the chains or release them somehow without going to the table.
You can go look at the table if you want, but you can try to beat the shit out of the chains and break them if you want as well.
I'll go with table and look for a key or some release.
You go over towards that table, beginning your investigation. Everybody else.
Quick question. I'm assuming that Chase now, since there's no magic, or he had the magic things on, he looks like how he would normally look.
Your disguise is not magical. It's put on each day. So you still look like generic NPC number 3. Or, sorry, number 2 today. I apologize. You're not the sailor anymore. But yeah, is anybody else doing anything right now?
In's gonna... Chase and Solaris are conscious, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but blood's like
Ow.
flowing down their face.
Oh.
Cure wounds, first level in both.
You touch the first one. Don't heal that yet.
Sorry.
You touch the first one, and you call up the magic to cure, and you watch as the shackles emanate and pulse with energy. I need a con save from you, and who would be the first one you're healing?
Probably
Solaris.
Chase.
Oh, really? Okay.
Probably
Probably Chase, just because In has kind of an inkling about them being able to undo like blocks and stuff.
Sure.
So
Yeah, that's fair enough. Chase and N con saves. Oof.
am I unconscious?
Oh, there we go.
No, you won't be unconscious again. You only take 4 points of lightning damage, and your spell fails as you are stunned and just collapse to the ground, shaking aggressively. Chase, you suffer 2 points of lightning damage. However, you manage to stave off that electric pulse. Now you found out that if any magic happens to the person shackled to it. Gabriel, roll your investigation, please.
Investigation.
Rowan will assist you since NPC mode right now.
Thank you.
20.
20.
You go over there and you start looking at the table and you find an assortment of things. There's 2 different sets of robes, very ornate, very lovely looking. Those look familiar to you as Solaris's. You see a spell book laid out perfectly in its position on the table. There is a bookmark in the book as if somebody's been reading through it. There appears to be an assortment of different components laid out. The gold is stacked in stacks of 10, and then the silver in stacks of 5, and then the copper in stacks of 5 as well. You move over down this table a little further after looking at everything, and it's very systematically laid out, incredibly well organized. And you see the exact same setup, but for an assortment of different things. You notice there's about 4 different outfits that are designed for different aspects of life, very deliberately, laid out beautifully and kind of organized as if on display. Aside from that, you notice there's like, I don't know, Chase, 4 daggers do you have?
Yeah, I think it's 4.
Okay. And short sword, right?
Yep, short sword, rapier.
A short sword, a rapier, 4 daggers. Again, the gold is laid out in the exact same manner as the other one. However, you also notice, no, they're not over there. That's right. No, they were thorough investigating you. Yeah. So you also notice an unfolded little wrap of assorted little pokey, proddy objects all the way up, and you would recognize these as some type of lockpicking set.
I roll up the lock and picking set and move over to Chase. Nothul, are you any good at picking locks? In?
Rowan's already shaking her head.
It looks up like, no, I mean, I've got fairly fast fingers, but not like that.
Let's see.
You just want to get the lock off?
Yes.
I have a way. I can burn it off.
Without getting shocked or burning his hand off?
I said I could get it off. I didn't say it'd be good. That's the best I can do.
Chase, I'll try to unlock these for you. Any advice would be helpful. And then Gabe, who doesn't have any lockpicking experience.
So straight dexterity check. Chase, are you helping?
Yes, definitely.
All right, so you have advantage, Gabe.
So just dexterity, let's see.
Straight dexterity check, not save, check.
So I click on dexterity.
You start fumbling around inside as Chase is trying to like instruct you for what you're feeling for, and you snap 2 of the tools off inside.
Oh, dear Wednesday.
Oh, fuck off. I kill things, I don't pick things.
Oh, it's not you, it's Wednesday. Chase, your set is still usable, but now it just becomes a little harder.
Okay.
Can I get over there and mend the tools? Is that possible?
Give me a dexterity check to pull the prongs out to do that.
Okay. Straight dexterity check.
We can do here.
Okay, you get them out, and you take them and hold them together in your hand, and you sit there for a solid minute.
Mm-hmm.
You have a better way of getting you loose, Chase?
Maybe let me try on this one, Gabe.
Gabe, kind of frustrated, passes the kid over to her.
Then.
Try not to get yourself killed again, please.
I'm trying. Sometimes I just can't help it.
Don't collapse any floors, please.
All right.
So
That on purpose.
That
After the
better
minute-
or is that worse?
So after a minute goes by, 1 second, let me look at Rowan's sheet, because Rowan can do things too, guys. Minus on that, minus on that, minus on
That's
that.
a good thing that that's deliberate.
What the fuck?
Oh!
Rowan kind of like saunters over to you, Solaris, and goes, "Hey, so these things are like magic, right?"
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. Sorry.
Mhm.
So
Looks
if
like
they
magic.
stopped being magical, they'd stop hurting, right?
Probably.
Rob, that's an astute
Cool.
observation.
I'm gonna try something. Which one of you should I try it on? I'm sorry, I have to NPC, so it's the party's choice. I'm not.
Is this going
coin on
to?
it.
Is this going to knock someone out again?
I don't know.
You can try it on me, and then
Okay. She cast a spell.
right, she's not gonna wait. You're right.
Yeah. However, for some fucking reason, she has Dispel Magic prepared.
Oh, I love Rowan.
Right? However, this is higher than a 3rd level spell, so that is going to have to be a attack using Rowan's stats. +8. Oh, if only there was somebody who could make her better at this.
Can I? Oh no, that'd be.
5, 4,
Can I help her? Or
3,
can Solaris?
2.
I don't have the Arcana really.
I can't.
No, it's
Well,
you're
the
a bard
Bardic
and
Inspiration. I
like,
keep track of 3 classes.
I
So
know, I know. That's why I was
Next
counting
level.
to 5.
Next level, take up Wizard.
Yes.
I'm not smart enough for wizard.
So you're inspiring?
Inspiring, yeah.
Okay, they don't even need to use it. Chase, you feel the magic pulse into you and your body begins seizing up, but then it destroys and gets emanated outwards from the location. She goes, "It worked! Wow, cool! I don't even know what I just did."
You did great, is what you did, Rowan.
Yeah. So can you get out?
I'm gonna attempt to get out.
Ow.
Gabe tries to muscle the shackles.
And while he does it, I'm gonna try to make my hand as small as I
Okay.
can.
Give me an athletics check, Gabe, with advantage. With advantage. 25.
Oh my god.
Chase, you squeeze your hand together as best as possible, and as you feel it get around the fat of your hand, it's a little too small, so you bite your lip, and you yank all the way through.
I grab his arm and help him yank it through.
Of course you do.
Chase, you suffer 3 points of slashing damage, and
Right.
your thumbs, it's pretty hurt now.
I'll
But
suck
your
it
one
up
hand
and
is free.
Gabe puts 3 points of healing into him.
However, with your arm free, the other chain loops back around, and the other one just has the chain attached to it still. You can move
Gabe.
around just fine now. Oh,
Gabe grabs the lockpicks and holds them out to Chase. Can you unlock the other one now, or do we need to get your other hand pulled out?
Let me see if I can do it on my own. Let me see if I can get this lock. And Chase attempts to open up the lock on his own.
Gabe
Okay.
assists.
you can't really assist because you don't know what you're doing with it. It's the unfortunate aspect of Thieves' Tools. But go ahead, roll Thieves' Tools to try to free yourself, Chase. Normal roll, you're no longer shackled, so 15. You don't break it, but you do feel the mechanisms inside. You're just not getting the proper leverage. You still have that like slight pins and needle feel from your arms being above your head for like hours.
Right.
An hour, sorry.
Well, let me see if I can get Solaris out.
Okay. Move
Oh,
over
wait.
to Solaris.
You're still chained up with by one hand, aren't you?
No,
I
he's
am
no
by
longer.
one-
He has
Oh.
the chain attached to his hand. It was thrown over, imagine like a hook or a pillar. The chains were thrown over that as his wrists were tangling. So since you
Oh.
release the one, the other chain can just loop back around and his hands are free. He just has a chain attached to the one hand. Which is
Rowan,
noisy as
do-
hell, but
Are you able to do the same thing on Solaris first?
no.
Oh.
I kind of, I used that upstairs. There was a guy we had to fight.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. So Chase is going to attempt to pick the lock for Laris's
Gabe calls up to
left hand.
the guards at the door. Everything all right up there?
Yeah. Yup. Nobody's even coming down the hallway.
Shit, I can't hear anything. Did they say anything?
Yep, we're good. We're good. And Ian's over in the corner taking off the disguise.
Okay. So you're going to try to Thieves' Tools again on Solaris' chains?
Yes. Or I did it the first time on mine. This time it's on Solaris.
Yes.
For the first time. Come on, God. Wednesday.
You break a couple of them.
Here.
And takes them again. Since you have to sit still for another minute. Okay.
There's
They're
no
healed
way.
up.
There's no doorways out, are there? This is a one chamber?
Not that you all can see right now, but the other two know that there is one. It's behind all of the rubble that kind of blocks sections of it off. It's kind of hard to see. It's blended in. Yes.
Gabe kind of stands back and stands guard, I guess.
The minute goes by and hands them back to you, Chase. Fantastic skill.
Yes.
Mending
Right?
is so
Yes.
good when you have
Oh
Thieves'
my
Tools.
God.
In this party, mending is amazing.
Mending is an absolute must.
It's up there with
Right.
prestidigitation.
Right.
All right, I'm going to try again on Solaris.
Okay.
Oh,
2 spells I neither have.
and here we go. Oh my God.
One more minute end? One more minute end?
How? Like how?
You do know how to pick locks, don't you, Chase?
Not when people are watching. Chase, it's literally just it's a mild performance issue. Like you're so used to doing it without a crowd, like you actually feel nervous while you're doing it
Right.
with people
I
looking
normally-
at you.
Right, I normally blend into the crowd and no one's
Yeah.
watching, and like, totally get it.
Hey, Chase.
Could I take a shot at it?
Gable is exploring around some more while keeping an eye on
Hey,
things.
Chase. If you want to teach me how to use these at some point, so we could like, take turns.
That would.
I'm getting
that
real
would-
familiar with them right now.
Vrowan pokes you and goes, "Can't you make him better at it like you do for all of us?"
Yeah.
Cool.
And you'll get inspiration, Chase.
And guidance. Fuck it. This party should never fail skill checks.
Right.
You have a bard and a druid with a rogue. So a minute goes by. Luckily, nobody shows up again. Go ahead and Thieves' Tool, hopefully for the last time.
All right, hopefully.
Add a d4 no matter what.
I'm going to laugh if it's a natural one.
Hopefully
your
that's
D4.
good enough.
RD4, right?
RD4. /R D4, not
Oh,
R
slash
slash.
R. Oops.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Are you going to keep 28 or use the Bardic Inspiration?
I'm going to use the Bardic Inspiration just in case.
Roll a d6.
You unlock Solaris' and yours.
Right.
They come flying off and hit Gabe in the head.
After the third time of you having this issue, you're just like, you know what? Just imagine they're all in their underwear. Nope, better yet, imagine they're not here. And you close your eyes and click, 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 snap, and it releases from Solaris immediately, with the magic pulsating outwards and flickering about. Then you open your eyes and you did it.
Oof. I think I was imagining myself naked for
That's N's inspiration for you.
yeah. You feel really good about yourself when you're naked too. It's like one of those days where you're like, you know what? Yes.
So, Solaris, you are now free.
Chase is gonna look around the room and investigate to see if he can find a key or something.
Go for it. Investigate. You don't find any keys. However, as you get over to that back wall and you see all of your personal effects and Solaris's personal effects laid out beautifully on the table, roll me an insight.
This is when the inspiration would come in handy.
You are still inspired. If you think a D6 matters. Or no, you used it.
Yeah,
Never
you
mind.
used
I used it.
Yeah. 5. Whoever did this is really organized, and you start putting all your stuff back into your bag, and it's so much easier for you to do now that it's laid out like this. You start organizing. Solaris, I assume you're doing the same?
I'll hand before Solaris gets over there. I'll hand him the book.
And I probably shouldn't ask. Well, out of character, was my signet ring laid out on there, or?
Yes, it was.
Has Gabe found the door yet?
You're standing over by the hallway that kind of like hooks around. Do you want to go venturing away from your party?
No.
Okay.
I stay in the same room. Just keep an eye out for anything. Not that they can hear anything.
A first for our party. Great. Not splitting up.
Splitting up the parties are valid. That's an amazing thing. You should always do it whenever you have possible.
Alrighty. Well then, you hand the book back over to him. Solaris packs all of his things up into a bag. What are you all doing? You see Gabe over by the hallway that Solaris noticed before, and then you also still have the rope leading upstairs, in case you care about that.
Do you guys want to switch down this hall or head back up and out?
Rowan, do you have any of those little berries that sometimes you have on
I
hand?
actually can't do that today. Yeah, for some reason I wanted to see if I could destroy something magical, so...
No, that's much better.
Yeah, I mean... They're pretty good berries.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, let's tell the two up there that we're trying to find the way out, and let's fucking go. Let's fucking leave. Like,
So are you heading
not
up to
straight up?
leave? Or
I
are
think
you
if-
going to venture down that hallway to try to leave?
Either does Chase know the other two? Yeah, because they all are down. Either we should go back up and out, which is probably the safer thing to do for now. If we decide to venture on down here, we may want the other two.
What?
I've had my my fill of adventuring today. So like, so if we could just get somewhere safe and try and figure this out, like, that's my vote.
That sounds very good. I like that idea.
By the way, have you? Doubt you have, but have you guys seen or heard from Hensworth? Because he was in the same room with us when we were taken out, but he's not here.
Oop. Didn't see them that much.
We did run into another professor who helped us. Was he upstairs, or did he? Jiro, was he still waiting upstairs, or was it just the two?
Oh, Nathan? He's still upstairs. He's kind of just like watching you all though, like very curiously.
What was his name?
Nathan Gale.
I am Nathan Gale, the world's greatest architect.
Oh, architect. Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
if you
you've heard
guys,
of me.
I have. Yeah.
Good.
if you guys are done, let's go ahead and head up, and Gable goes over the rope. And you want to grab a Nick, and I'll pull us both up.
Sure.
I know.
And
So.
as that happens, Anne's gonna whisper to Gabriel in Elven, just be like, "Oh, this is a really bad time. But I think I haven't had really a chance, and it hasn't really been relevant until now. But we need to have a chat at some point."
What?
He's still deaf.
And that was in Elven, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And Anne'll message Gabriel in Elven as many times as it takes to get that.
Does that work when you're dead?
Yes. It works.
It's inside
It's
your
a mental.
the mental.
Yeah. Gable tries to whisper, but it's like normal voice. Okay, we'll talk later. And then Gable starts climbing the rope without his legs, just hauling stuff up quickly with just his arms.
The reply is only the person who sent it, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
But
They can reply to you. Message works
Right.
back and forth.
No, I know, but like the person who hears the reply is the sender.
Correct.
Okay.
I was just wondering if he said that out loud because he thought you were talking.
Gabe's actually not stupid.
Yeah,
As we're finding out, he might be the second smartest in the party.
I think he is.
I think so.
The second smartest? Well,
There's a wizard.
As long as I'm the strongest, okay, fine. Anyway, Gabe.
Anyways, you all climb up one by one.
Except for
and- yes. And
Gabe puts the rope away once everyone's up.
Nathan looks at all of you and goes, "All right. So, I really don't know what I'm doing, but that place looks really interesting, so I'm gonna go down there. Bye." He grabs the rope and slides down, no problem.
Stay safe.
This is literally what I do. Runs
then-
into the unknown area.
And then Gable puts away the rope.
Alrighty. So, you have the two standing over by the doors, just crossing their arms. Every now and again, the halfling looks out and looks back over at you and goes, "Alright, sir, how are we getting out of this place? You know we can't trust the guards." That's what you were trying to tell us, right, Chase?
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay.
Figured something out. I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah, no, when I was coming in here, the guards were taking me to Solaris and Professor Hensworth. Yeah.
Of course, that's were the guards or in disguise like this fuck? And Gable kicks the guy on the ground.
I'm pretty sure they were actual guards because they were standing at the front gate. So I don't think they would have been in disguise. We might be able to try to climb over the wall where I was looking at, where I don't know.
Hey Nathan, is there a back way out of the academy?
No! His voice
What?
echoes.
What kind of armor is the guard wearing?
It appears to be full plate.
And
Very, very large.
So
Heavy.
Gabe
Noisy.
couldn't wear it.
Oh no, you could definitely wear it. It's heavy armor. But I'm letting you know you would have to carry it out of here or wear it. And it is very heavy, very noisy, very distinguished.
did they strip the body of the weapons and armor?
Just the weapons. The armor would have taken too long. And then
Can
Ed
I-
started slapping the ground.
Can I kind of make myself look like a guard or one of these guys?
You have something that allows you to do that?
Chase, are you good with disguises?
Jason takes an hour.
I can, but it might take a while to get out of here. Beautiful armor.
Yeah, I mean, Gabe looks out the door, makes sure no one's coming. Oh, fuck it. And he starts stripping the armor to put it on.
Okay. It is going to take you a total of 10 minutes. During that time...
Guys, why don't you get a
do
rest?
something.
Yes?
While he's doing it, could I fit him in a 5-foot cube? Just in case somebody
The
comes
body, yes. The armor, no. Without it being peeled off. The armor isn't that flexible. That's the point of heavy armor. It's not flexible.
Then I'll just do it in front of him. Basically, minor illusion constantly in front of him.
To hide the area?
Just so they can't see him stripping a dead guard body if someone walks by randomly.
That'll work.
I mean, I close the door if I can. Yeah, there's a door that could be closed.
It's better safe than sorry if some person walks in. It's a very hard to explain situation.
He doesn't look like a guard anymore, right?
No, he changed. The armor doesn't even look like guard's armor.
Oh, never mind then.
It's more ornate. However, you're taking the 10 minutes to do that.
Sure, everyone get a rest while I put this armor on.
Short rest is 1 hour. But,
Oh.
while you're all waiting patiently, the halfling peers out the door, shuts it quickly and goes, "Alright, people are heading over here. We gotta leave."
Have I put the armor on yet? I'm still in the middle
No,
of it.
it's in the middle of this. You've gotten components of it, probably the chest plate.
And
I'm
That's
leaving. And he walks out the door.
Wait, what's going on?
fuck, and Gabe throws down the armor.
You have the
Okay.
chest plate.
Hey, take at least some of it. Let's go.
Gabe grabs the armor. Okay, let's go.
Alrighty. All of you head down the hallway, and you see up ahead of you there is the halfling and the Goliath, and you see the Goliath is just walking through with his hands postured in front of him, and the halfling is throwing out random words. Equilibrium, yes. Soul system. Solar system. Yes. They just keep walking down, trying to blend in as best as possible.
So I have a chest
I'll
plate.
tell you what it is in a bit.
Okay.
You're just carrying it around, and it weighs quite a lot.
Yeah. I'll throw it down whenever I get into combat.
Man's cleaning themselves up from the rebel.
It weighs 20 pounds. So you're
now
starting to
are we
pick things.
walking at the moment?
If you all want to, or you can stay in the middle of the crime scene where you were just warned everybody's coming in.
No, I was saying where are we walking at the moment?
Oh, a hallway.
Okay.
So Chase is going to do the disguise self. Mask of many faces to blend in and look like a professor in silver. Hold on. Yeah, in silver robes.
Yes. Players who take notes are my favorite.
So it looks like and then he is gonna try to look like he's a professor, but kind of doing a tour.
Okay. Chase, roll a deception check.
Okay.
Solaris, would you like to assist since you look like you belong here, other than the blood?
Yes. Can I prestidigitate and let the blood off?
That you could have done. You were AFK for a while, so yeah.
Okay.
Chase, you see the students like walking past you, and they kind of like look at you oddly as you are walking through, kind of mimicking the same thing as the halfling. Yes, solar system. And Solaris is correcting you as you were saying things. Absolutely. And then you have to look at the Mariana Trench, the Margot expansion. Yes, and
Yes.
you just he's just trying to help you, but you realize you are far out of your element. And the students don't stop you, but they all take note of you as you are walking by. Chase, of course, you don't look like you. However, everybody else looks like them.
Well, Inn looks different than they did when they came in.
True. Instead, now you look like a very easily distinguishable tiefling.
Yeah.
I'll say Rowan, to have been safe during all of this, would have wild shaped into a mouse, and N, you're carrying Rowan as a mouse.
Who's also carrying a mouse. Gotcha. Okay.
Yes. The mouse has a mini mouse.
Yeah.
The rat has a mouse.
Love it.
Or actually, to be fair, it would probably be her mouse would be carrying her. So yeah.
So N is a mouse?
N is not, Rowan is.
Oh.
Yeah. Inn has
However.
the fanny pack with 2 creatures inside of it. Yeah.
As you are walking through this area, all of them make you. And you hear the door open up behind you as you're all like 60, 70 feet in front of them, walking down this hallway. And you hear, what the hell? What? No, my squash. And the students start moving into their class. Are you all doing anything or just casually walking through?
The room we tore N destroyed?
Oh, the room that was destroyed before y'all got there. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
that N really destroyed.
Yeah.
And you start hearing shouting, "Is that blood?" Oh my god, it's a body.
Let's
Time to go. Time to go, y'all.
let's go.
Let's walk with a purpose, people. Walk with a purpose.
So, you're all walking out of the building as swiftly as you can. You know, 1 foot in front of the other, 1 foot in front of the other. I would like a stealth check from all of you.
Oh god.
Disadvantage for me, I assume.
Yes.
I was disadvantage before. Still.
Okay. Whew.
Oh,
14,
come
13,
on.
19.
Oh, long screen.
How do I do a
Roll-
14
roll.
with a +9?
Roll 100 d20s. I'm not joking. Roll it. Wait, that's only 4 stouts. We're missing somebody. There he is. Oh god, I shouldn't have said anything. 2, 3. Shit. See it.
What's a
14.
120s deal?
Chris Tiefling is the sneakiest one in the group right now.
Yes, I belong here. Nope, that's not it. You didn't need the space between 100D and 20.
Oh, sorry.
Alrighty, an average stealth of 11.4, so 12.
2 20s.
It's only slightly above average. Hopefully that kind of resets the algorithm, since it
Oh my
pursues true random, which anybody who understands anything about math and statistics, true random is impossible to create.
So we rolled a stealth of 1,108.
11.4.
No, you all rolled a stealth of 12. Round up. We round up on everything. Guards start rushing into the hallway, moving past you all. Who rolled really poorly? Gabriel, you kind of like instinctually grab your blade, and N grabs your arm and drags you forward, being like, "No, just act natural." As you move past some of the guards that are now running in that direction, you see the school is currently being evacuated of all of the students. And as you all are getting over to the gate...
Here we go.
So is destroying a floor natural or not?
Sure. I completely lost my train of thought.
As we're going to the gate,
Thank you. As you're all going to the gate, you have to be very careful, and you notice that the guards have moved from the outside of the gate to the inside of the gate. And as you all kind of like move over there, put your backs up against the wall, you do see your halfling and Goliath friends made it out. But past that, the guards are now circling themselves around, and one of them is parting up a spell that Solaris, you are very familiar with, the alarm spell, around the gate. And as you're kind of like briskly walking over there, one of the guards goes, "Stop, nobody's supposed to evacuate, stay in the courtyard."
In's gonna subtle cast Charm Person.
Okay. At least all of you are not the only ones rolling shit.
I thought we were supposed to be inconspicuous.
You don't see anything.
No, there's
don't
no
even notice.
components.
Yeah.
No components. In's just smiling. Hi, those are our friends out there. We can't be separated. Do you mind if we just go on ahead?
Oh, sure. Yeah, definitely. Come on. And he
Thank
starts
you.
escorting you all over there, and one of the other guards go, "Hey, what the fuck? Hey, that's against the... Hey, they're cool, man. We're making sure they get safety first. You're good, right? You're good. Right? All right, come on.
Yeah.
And he helps you all out, and all of the other guards are gonna insight because this is a school for magic casters. The one guard is currently like really eyeing this situation.
But they saw nothing.
They know magic. That's the one thing about this school. It is literally a school for we know magic.
Oh, thank Wednesday, friend.
Yeah. However, you all are released outside, but now there's even more people who are suspicious and noted you. As you quickly hurry up over, you watch as the shimmering little glowing section of the building, the one that hides how magnificently large the tower truly is, fades, as protective measures have put the school on lockdown. You all move through the city streets very quickly, make it over to the single shingle.
Chase is gonna get rid of the disguise self and go back to how he looked prior to getting hurt.
And as they get inside, In's just gonna pull Solaris in and just give him a hug and just be like, "I was so worried about you."
Well, thank you for saving me.
Gabe drops a plate onto the floor in the corner.
Are you all cool going back to the safe house, just to clarify?
Oh, I
Yes.
thought we were.
Okay, cool.
Is there people following us?
So
Roll a perception check.
I heard strip, but that's because of the script.
Can I assist?
17.
Sure. 17. There is an individual following you. However, they seem to have started from outside the wall, moved through the crowd, and kept following for a period of time.
Hey. Trying to get someone's attention. Hey.
What is
Hey.
it, Nothel?
Hey, we got to.
What?
Hey, Gabriel? Jeez.
Yes, Nothel.
What direction are they behind me?
Now that Gabriel yelled, you turn back and they're gone.
What is it, Nothel?
Someone 12 o'clock disappeared.
Shit. Get
Don't
inside.
look.
Get inside. Everyone, get inside.
All of you are escorted in very quickly, getting over to the trapdoor, escorted down under... Oh my god, you need to mute yourself. You all make it over there very quickly. Go down the trapdoor, moving through as quickly and easily as you possibly can, trying to be quiet. And as all of you are down inside of this establishment, the door is closed shut by the Goliath. He's holding the handle to keep it down right above his head.
I'm sure they already know, but I let Nibble and the Goliath know that we were recalled. But I'm sure they.
You hear boot
And we were being
steps.
followed, and they they disappear.
You all hear boot steps move into the store. A single shingle. You hear them above you. Boom. 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 A little bit of dust falls down from the floorboards above you. On top of the Goliath, who's just holding it shut with his hand. You hear the individual moving around, stepping about. You hear the crashing of some type of object from inside, followed by an additional one. Come out. Where did you all go? Chase, roll me a history check.
All right.
Inspiration.
Thank you.
Are you going to talk out loud to do that?
Can I subtle cast an inspiration?
It's not a cast. You verbally have to inspire somebody. It's audible.
And I'm sorry, you asked me to roll a which? I heard inspiration.
History. And you can do it, but it's up to you if you want to.
I'm not gonna risk it.
15. Chase, you recognize the voice from your past. Somebody who used to visit your grandfather. The only one who was allowed in. And an individual that would make him sweat. Whenever it happened, he moved the cupboard out of the way. He moved you deep in it, and there was a crawling system to move between the walls that you knew very, very well to stow yourself as far away from this individual over to a steel trap room where the walls themselves were lined with lead and metal. It's one of the most expensive little safe rooms that your grandfather ever owned. He spent most of his life savings just for that room. And a small part of you always felt like he did it because of this individual.
I waved to everyone to come closer to me, and I mentioned link arms. And try to get everyone to link arms so that we can head deeper.
Okay.
To the safe room.
The moment you start moving, Gabriel is jingling. He's wearing heavy armor.
Oh, shit.
And the footsteps stop.
I stop everyone.
You know what happened to the itsy bitsy spider?
Minor illusion of a scream in the distance.
That is a verbal component.
No, it's not. It's sombro, and it's S&M.
No way. Why is this spell so good? Semantic and
Is it really?
material.
Oh
what
my
the
god.
Fuck? That is so good. And you throw a scream off in the distance. Where? The boot steps move over towards the door. It opens up, and you hear it shatter and slam shut.
I'm just gonna keep throwing sound in random directions as we move.
Okay.
Just throwing sounds all over the place.
Nipple looks at you all and go, all right, I think we should probably start moving. And starts heading down there as quickly as possible.
Are we in the safe room or in the passageways?
You're in the tunnel.
We're in the tunnel and it takes 45 minutes to get to the safe room.
Yep, and it's pitch black down here as you're moving.
Even if you have dark vision, you can't really see anything.
Yes.
Okay.
And you're all running.
Wow. Yeah.
If the plates problem, Gabe would put
You
the
want to drop it in the tunnel?
You're
I'll
good.
put
Your screams, loud screams.
He can't
going
hear
on.
anything.
Shit. Oh, wait. I tell Gabe, pick that piece up you just dropped if you can find it, and let's just go. Let's leave it on. Let's go.
Just
With
go.
my
keep it on.
What's it called?
Yeah, yeah, I got you. So you hear Chase's voice in your head, and he tells you to pick it up, and let's go.
Gabe picks it up and...
Chase, how would you say how you sound right now? If somebody had an innate ability to evaluate somebody based off of what they say.
The current Chase, but a little panicked.
Okay. And you all keep running. For about 30 minutes or so while running, because you still have to slow down to make sure you're heading the right directions and path, until you make it over to the trapdoor, which you slam open, and you all climb up inside.
God, that was close.
Who the hell was that guy? I mean, we could have jumped out there and taken him.
No, I recognize that voice, but it haunts me from my childhood. I don't know what that voice is. I just know to run.
You have someone stalking you too. Fucking A. Fucking A. Jesus Christ, y'all owe me more money. Y'all owe me more money.
It'll happen.
Yeah, it will. Holy shit.
Do I hear any footsteps? Like, do you find anything?
Roll a perception check. This is a very secure location that is 40 feet underground, traveling in mixing directions, left, right, backwards, loop-de-loops. And it is a very quiet building, other than all of you. Rowan pops out a familiar form. Whew. We survived.
Yeah. Somehow. Remember that conversation that we had yesterday about how, like, I wasn't handling things really well? Yeah, it's worse today.
Well, you handle things. You handled them.
Okay. Thanks for the vote of confidence. That's not what I would vote for myself, but okay.
I mean,
Well,
you got to them. I don't know how we were going to get them.
Hey, at the end of the day, at least we're all alive.
What's that creepy shit about a spider? I don't know. I don't really like spiders.
Gabe's got someone after him. I could possibly have someone after me. Half the academy's in on this cultist thing. Chase, you know somebody that's dangerous enough that you don't think all of us as a group could take them, including these two guys.
I don't think so, but it's a memory from a dream that I had as a child, so I don't know, it just spooked me.
No, it's fine.
I don't know if it was a dream or a deja vu type thing or a premonition. I have no idea.
What have we gotten ourselves into?
I, for one, blame the burlesque.
Gabe is just reading your lips rather badly. Does anyone have any cure for ringing ears?
Rowan kind of like moves
buzz
over
syndrome?
towards you. Does that work? I don't know.
Lesser restoration.
Yes! She casts Lesser Rest. Rowan MVP!
Woo!
Cast Lesser Restoration on you, and immediately you just hear that loud ringing noise subside.
Fuck. Thank you, Rowan. Thank you, Rowan.
Yeah.
So,
Holy shit. This magic is cool.
Yeah, okay. So what's our next step in?
You're asking me. I'm sorry. You everyone, let's figure out this next step.
I, for one, think we should somehow alarm the trapdoor and get some rest. I know I'm still hurting.
They seem to want me, so if you want, I can decoy them away and...
That last one, I don't think is after you.
I think we need to, the best we can, keep the trapdoor down. Somehow, I've got some wire and bells I can attach to it, so if it opens up, we can hear it. Unless anyone has a better idea. And I'm hurting. I need this.
Yeah.
I'm just.
I need some rest.
Yeah, I think some rest would be good.
So, Jared, plate armor doesn't do anything for me if I swap it out with my...
I mean,
chainmail?
It becomes plate armor compared to chainmail.
Yeah, I mean, but if it doesn't give me a higher ACL...
It's breastplate armor, which is an AC of 14.
And I think chain's 13. Remembering.
Okay, so I guess we're going to sleep. Gabe puts the plate down in the corner.
Chainmail is 16.
Oh. I guess it's whole plate. That's okay.
Yeah, it was full plate armor, but it's not. It's it's a breastplate. However, you put it down. You start going to sleep. Everyone else?
I'll take first watch.
Chase is gonna go into his room. He's gonna put before he does that, he's gonna put one copper wire with a bell above the trapdoor, so if it's open, it dingles, jingles, whatever.
Jingles.
Yeah. And then he's gonna go into his room and do another one over his room.
Could I have an idea before we do that? Does anyone have something really heavy?
We have a couch.
Just put that on the door.
The plate mail?
Put that on top of the couch, on top of the door.
I'm gonna sleep on the couch.
Well, we'll have the
There
Goliath
we
sleep
go.
on the couch on the door.
It's a plate mail. There we go. Perfect.
Here's some plate mail. Put it on.
You know what? It might be, maybe we need two people on the couch. Rowan, is there room for you and the Goliath to sleep there?
I can't answer because I'm not Rowan, but for the sake of there needing to be an answer, Rowan goes, I have a room over there. I can, that couch, he's so big, he can fit on, I have a room right there.
Oh, such a Rowan answer. That's great.
Is there
Yeah,
enough
that is a
room?
wrong answer. Yeah, like I have my own room. Why would I want to sleep on the couch? Like,
Is there enough
room?
room on the couch for Gabe to sit with the Goliath?
Sure, definitely.
Okay, I'll sit on the...
in goes to a room, but it's not necessarily theirs.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'll join
Archie-
you, Gabe.
So now the three biggest people in the party are sitting on one couch as the Goliath's looking back and forth going, guys, I'm actually really tired from laying shingles all day. I was just going to go to sleep.
Come on, let's go to sleep.
Okay. He repositions himself, lays his head on your lap, Nothel, and lays his legs on your lap, Gabriel. Alright. No. He looks directly up at you, Nothel, and goes,
Yeah. I'm just gonna lean my head back, like over the side of the couch.
Yup. Alright. Let's hope he
Someone
doesn't have
wants to
night
get
terrors.
up. If someone wants to get up on that trapdoor, they're gonna have a hell of a DC.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy. That's at least a 800 pounds. Wait, Goliath. 800 pounds at least.
Goliath.
Does the trapdoor break?
No, because the trapdoor can still lift up like a couple of inches, but the couch is drug on top of it.
Oh, okay.
When the session ends and the DM leaves, like
What?
nothing.
Yeah. Somebody wants to roll at disadvantage. I gotcha. But anyways, one by one, you go to sleep. And you were insinuating you're in Solaris' room?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Solaris, you get over to your room. En's in there already.
Hello.
Okay. I'm not gonna let another chance go by.
And we fade to black. Because despite everything, my nieces watch this shit. So. So. You all go to sleep one by one.
So tempted to knock on their door.
Chase,
Yes.
as you're finally lulling to sleep, it takes you a little while to get there. But then you start having a dream. You're moving through a slightly forested area. Dark hooked trees caressing and hulking over as if their hands and grips shrinking down and gripping at the air itself. It's a familiar set of trees. You remember training here, long time ago. You throw your daggers, go and retrieve them, and you throw them again. And it's becoming very tedious for you to see the trees despite the heavy rain. But you hear a very disciplined voice in the background. You have to hit your mark perfectly each time. What are you aiming for?
I'm aiming for the tree.
You get slapped upside the head hard. Gets white for a second. What are you aiming for?
The heart?
Then hit it. 3 inches in either direction of the heart, there's a vital organ that you can pierce. It'll slow them, it'll incapacitate them. They'll start chewing on their own blood, but the heart is a guaranteed kill. If you're gonna miss, you miss by 3 inches. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do it again. Keep throwing them out at the trees, trying to pierce as best as you can. Over and over. You hear off in the distance the calling of ravens moving through a flock of them all together. The man looks up, grabs you, and you're so small by comparison to him right now. The thumb wraps around the back of your neck while the hand rests on the other shoulder. And he just squeezes. Not rough, just squeezes. You have to go hide again. Now. And he just moves you over towards the cabin. You turn around and you look at it. Beautiful cabin out here in the middle of the woods. On top of a plotted land that you are very familiar with. The entire ins and outs. You could run this forest blindfolded. You know every single nook, every cranny, every arching entryway inside of a trees where you could easily slip inside and hide. You know every rabbit hole, every foxhole, and every bear trap that is laid around here. And as you run back over to the cabin, you open the door, move over towards that large cupboard, and start pushing it aggressively. where you find that same little trapdoor, crawling inside, fitting yourself, as nimble and tiny as you are, into the walls themselves. You hear footsteps moving inside. The door's locked. You know you have to lock it from the inside as well, as the cupboard is being moved back into position, and you start crawling away. This happens a few times in your childhood, but you remember this time in particular. This time you didn't listen. You didn't go all the way back into the safe room. You stayed in the wall and listened. The man moves the chair out, sits down, crossing his arms. You can imagine the posture of him as he leans against the table. A warmed, cooled cup of coffee in front of him. Probably from this morning. And you hear the front door open up. Deliberately very loud. It's the way it was designed. There's no moving around here without making some kind of noise. It was intentional. And you hear the boot steps. Boom, boom. Galfrey? What do you want? We've opened up for new recruits recently. I figured I'd let you know. That has nothing to do with me. Of course it doesn't. However, I know you've been out here training for quite some time. Alone in the woods? Or so you want people to think. Is it that unimaginable that I just want to be left alone? Yes. You're not stupid enough to be alone out here. Not with all the people who are looking for you. Not with every pissed off person that still wants blood. You don't get rid of that, Galfrey. Well, call it a death wish then. I don't know what to tell you. So you mean to tell me that your aim's been suffering as well? You missed the heart 4 times. Presumably within the last day. Guess it comes with old age. Sure. I want him to join us. To have every opportunity that we present. No one to join. You keep saying that. However, that wet nurse, that delivered the boy, she seemed to have different recollections. You hear the crashing of the table as if it is thrown aggressively, and you hear fists flying and sharpened objects tinging and piercing. The first interaction you've ever had listening to a blade piercing flesh right outside that door. Now, Galfrey, this is the last time I'll be friendly with this visit. I want him. He'll be very useful in the future. That's not going to happen. Very well then. I suppose every old man needs to die sometime. And you hear the very thick of a blade being removed from a wound. And those same heavy footsteps walking towards the door. It opens wide. And you pause, listening to the thudding of your own heart. And you start to see a little bit of blood streaking underneath the doorway. Can't wait to finally meet you. And the door shuts. As soon as the slamming door happens, you hear the rasping of fingers from behind you. You don't remember this. Just a consistent 4 fingers running against the wall. You turn around and you see an individual in a large, long trench coat, heavy worn boots, and a wide brim hat, covering every aspect of their body. You can only see the shadows underneath it. So you were there that night. Come on, boy. You're not that stupid. Fuck.
Boy, what? Who?
Don't play stupid. I know what's going on here. Who do you think brought you here?
I'm so confused. Mommy?
Don't play stupid.
Who are you?
Tazdik, I'm going to give you one opportunity.
How did you know my name?
I told you I created this place.
The one I'm at?
Hmm?
The one that I'm at? The place I am?
This dream of yours. I don't know where you are, and I can't reach you. I can't see you. You must be hiding yet again. I imagine this is where you came the first time. Well, of many, where I came by. However, as hard as it is to divine where you are, I can still enter this place and just talk. So stop playing a fool. He waves his hand and you reappear as your true self right now. Grown up, have you?
Who are you and what do you want from me?
Want from you? I want that man. You've proven that you don't have what it takes to join us. That man is a valuable target. One that a couple of my agents were not able to get, and it turns out it was because of you. Congratulations on that.
I always say congratulations, but which man are you speaking of?
Gabriel.
Gabe. Oh.
I'm not going to give you the same opportunity as them. Alas, I'm not as soft as they are.
What do you want of him?
To kill him. He simply needs to die, and then things will be right in the world.
So,
However, you know too much. Your companions, I feel, he's more than likely already talked to as well, so I'll make you a deal. You release him, I'll find him, I'll kill him, and I'll make sure none of you have to be tormented or tortured in the process of your own deaths. Fair?
okay, I can see that. I might be willing, but can you just tell me why?
Why? I don't think I will.
I mean, I'm sure you have a good reason, but if you could tell me, it'd make it so much easier.
I don't think it would. Regardless, this is less of an opportunity and more of an ultimatum. You give him to us, we kill you and your companions quickly, swiftly. Or you make me hunt. And the hat moves up just enough that you can see a large smile stretch across the face, with a couple of golden teeth. And I do love hunting.
Well, everyone loves a good hunt, but sometimes the ways of getting there and the puzzles are a little more fun. So if you could just... Well, I don't know. I don't know if he means anything. I want to know why.
It's not your place to know. You all know too much already. So, this is your last chance. I'll be leaving now, but before I do, I'll leave you with a little present. He waves goodbye as you watch he slowly dematerializes. The door behind you opens up. And you see your grandfather moving in, holding his hand out towards you, the same way he had that dagger plunged 2 inches from his heart, 1 inch away from death. And he pulls you out. However, this time it's not the same as the memory. Back then, he held you close. He squeezed for dear life, thankful that you were alive, disappointed that you didn't listen, but more concerned about you than his own near-mortal wound. This time, he grabs your throat and starts squeezing. And you hear in his voice over and over, "Why didn't you listen, boy? Always aim for the heart." And for the next 6 hours, you are being tormented with the idea of your grandfather torturing you. Before waking up.
No, no, no. Chase gets up for some water and goes out to the main room.
You all see Chase leaving.
Chase, where are you going?
I don't know. I need some water. I need to go for a walk. I don't know.
I assume you're all slept and up at this point.
Oh, I'm loudly snoring. Yeah.
I just need time to think. I don't know what I need. Give me.
You get over to the sink and you start pouring the glass. Now you remember the night terrors he used to have. This individual must have been the cause of it the whole time. And although it is a bit early, I think this is probably the point that we end the session. So, everyone, thank you very much for playing. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Sorry it got a little heavy there at the end, but...
A little.
You have to meet the antagonist sometime. Players, thank you for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. I hope everybody had a fantastic time. Goodbye.